Dave, do you want to start us off?
Sean, that's a difficult one, but what's your sum up the game, really?
Well, it's not difficult from my point of view. I thought for 32 minutes before their first goal, I thought we were giving a good performance. I thought we were disrupting their play. I thought we were trying to be effective, asking questions of them and not too many against ourselves. But then I saw half a mistake. I was trying to block it. That's the way it goes. Unfortunately, it went in. And then a second mistake, and all of a sudden the whole feeling's changed. And that's why goals change games. It's, you know, I say it's not just the physical scoreline, it's the feel of a performance. And they grow a little bit. And the third one's my biggest gripe. I mean, I don't know where we're going on that one. You know, I can assure you there's nothing about that at half time. So I think we just got too involved in a moment, and then it's hard work from there. And, you know, 2-0, you never know the way we're playing. We nick one, it changes the feeling back in our favour. But at 3-0, it's very difficult in the Premier League anywhere, particularly here, new manager, the feel, all the rest of it. So by then the game's gone, and then it's damage limitation of looking after our players because we've got another big game coming up.
You've spoken about, you know, shutting out goals defensively, and then you let it forward today, so that's disappointing. To the previous 5.
Yeah, of course, and you know we had a spell of mistakes early in the season, and then we changed that and eradicated that. Obviously, with only conceding 4 in the last 8, and then today the mistakes, you know, crept back in, and it's highly improbable that we get that many mistakes in one game, but we did, and it had a massive effect on the outcome.
Sean, how do you explain the collapse in the second half?
Well, there's no collapse. They scored the third in the first 30 seconds. We're 3-0 down at any level of football is very difficult, but particularly at this level of football.
How disappointing to see them score so early, though?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, you can't legislate for that. You know, I've never seen my team do that, or a team I've worked with just crunch the pitch so far over that it's just literally a hoik out the other way, and they're in, not necessarily right on goal, but they're in a very advantageous goal-scoring position. So yeah, it's no collapse. It's just a ridiculous moment for a team to give away such a soft goal. That was my big gripe of the goals. Mistakes can happen. These are good players who rarely have made them mistakes, but that as a team, that's, you know, something that you certainly can't legislate for, and the team know that. Of course they do.
After you went behind, did you have any faith that you might be able to stand?
Certainly in the first half, without a doubt. And then the second half has gone away too quick. You haven't even had time to, you know, sit and absorb what's just gone on, really, or stand and absorb in my case. But no, first half, I said to the team at half time, I said, lads, it's still there. You know, the sense of what we were getting into key areas, some of the play to open them up, I thought was very good. So yeah, of course, you always believe, but it does wane when you're just giving away a really poor goal within 30 seconds of the second half. Obviously, it's very difficult from now on. I've been in this league for a long time, and it's very difficult to come back from 3-0 down at Old Trafford.
So you got the away fans at the end, but there were a lot of empty seats there. Do you understand?
Of course, yeah. I said early season, it'd be helpful if you tell it the right way this time, because I didn't question our fans. I never have questioned our fans. No, not you personally, the media at large. I've never questioned our fans, never once, and I certainly wouldn't. They're here again today. They're in good voice. They want to support the team, but they want to support a team that can win, and we haven't won. And it's simple as that. So therefore, no question of our fans. A question on me, myself, the staff, the team, how we can correct things further, how we can go further with this team. They're the questions, but never on the fans.
After 2013, what evidence do you see that you can improve and give?
There's key moments. So there's the evidence. We're still finding key moments, but we've got to take them. I mean, they took theirs today from mistakes. They still found the last pass, the last finish. It's been a challenge year. I've spoken about it to you and others recently. I looked down the last 5 seasons. Not a team that's been scoring loads of goals for a long time. It's how effective you can be, but you've got to keep the back door shut, quite obviously, and we've been doing that. But how can you find other ways of scoring? And today I thought we got in some really good areas. The final finish, the final moment, slide pass, a shot, you know, these sort of things, they're vital in a game, and we haven't got on the right side of that again today. Sorry?
How are you trying to fix the lack of goals?
Sorry?
How are you trying to fix the lack of goals?
We'll just continue to work with it. It's not that easy. As I said to you recently, you know, most managers fix it with a chequebook. We haven't had that since I've been at the club, so therefore we're trying to progress in different ways, trying to find different ways, different players, different options, different ways of playing. Today we tried to play more open. We tried to open up options to get into the final third differently, if not better. And I thought we did that, certainly for 32 minutes. We changed the striker. Yeah, harsh on Dom. I don't think he's doing a lot wrong, but obviously 3 in a week. We have to monitor that as well. Trying different ways to be effective, you know, and open up the opposition. And it's a tough ask. Obviously, if it wasn't, everyone would do it.
Do you feel you're going to be able to turn this around?
Yeah, I've turned around many things in my career, and certainly here. goodness me, it's been up, down, up, down, up, down ever since I've been here, since the first day I walked in. So that's the ongoing challenge. And I think the consistency of a group here has been hard to find for me, for the last manager, the one before that. So it's not like a given that you find that consistency. But I think we've got a group of players who are very honest. I think they're up for the challenge. They've shown that for the last couple of seasons. That's the challenge right in front of our eyes straight again.
Yeah. Hi, Sean. When you do your work in the week, and like you say, you have a good half an hour in the game, and then Bradford, the setting up, gives the ball away, caught in possession, and Tarkowski does it in the second half. You standing there thinking, well, feeling a little bit helpless.
No, not helpless. I mean, it's very unlikely, for one thing, that happens and occurs. Like I say, a couple of mistakes early season, but there's not been many of that ilk since I've been at the club. And to have 3 in a game, from sort of more or less individual, 2.5, I would say. Jared's a bit unfortunate on the first one, is unlikely. We've got to make sure it stays unlikely. But look, these are the biggest challenges of being a manager. The bit when someone should defend that and the bit when they score at that end, that's the biggest challenge of being a manager, getting them in the right areas, getting them in the zones, getting them in a place to score. The final moment when they put it in the net, that's the hardest thing as a manager. Equally, the final moment of making a good decision. They're the hardest things to manage.
I do.
Sean, going back to the goal, why do you think so many players in the defence are over the
Yeah, no, it certainly wasn't a tactical idea, no. The players, no, it's just one of them things, trying to be up for it, I suppose, being overzealous in your actions, trying to get involved, trying to start hard and fast and bright, which I asked them to do, and just getting involved in a moment. But no, there's no tactical reason for that, I can assure you.
Last season, before the ball hit coin, it's obviously much less than the point per game this season. Why do you think it's been such a slump from last season?
Well, it's been tough all along. There's not been a slump. It's the fine lines of finding consistency to win are there for most in the Premier League, not the superpowers. Getting on the right side of their margins, and I think we haven't done that as well. I wasn't expecting there seems to be this mythical thing we spoke about this week, like the last season of the old lady, as if everyone's become better players. They haven't. There's still a reality of Everton Football Club. Bring more money in than they're spending. Try and work with the players you've got. Try and develop them. Sell a few when you can to bring some money in. That hasn't changed, and we don't know whether it will. We've got possibly new owners coming in. It might well change. We'd have to wait and see. But that's been the task I've been given, and it's still there now. So, was I expected to do better than this? Yes. Myself and the players, that is, as a collective. And I think we should have done better than that with the chances we created in games to win games, but we haven't taken them chances. And when a bad day comes, if you haven't taken chances in the previous games, then it makes the noise just get bigger. That's football. That's life in football.
Might the nature of defeat prompt a rethink from you?
Might what, sorry?
Might the nature of today's defeat prompt a rethink tactically?
Oh, we rethink everything constantly. All managers do, trust me. There's never... I remember Michael Duff came on staff at Burnley and he had this feeling that, as you know, everyone just said, I just played a 4-4-2. And then he came in a meeting when he was on staff and he went, oh my goodness, I didn't realise how many hours you spend talking about options, possibles, mental side of the game, physical side of the game, who's positive, who's not, who's ready, who's not, who's subs, why are they subs, reasons. Trust me, it's an ongoing thing. All managers, well, all that I know, is a constant. We never just roll anyone out there. We're always looking who's on form, who can do this, what can we look at, how can they affect us, how can they affect the opposition and deal with that. Over 32 minutes today, I think everyone would go, yeah, they've done it well. That's the nature of the game. It doesn't last 32 minutes, it lasts for 96, 97, 98, not whatever.
Okay, thanks for that.
Cheers, everyone.